Morocco is rising on the global stage. The country is preparing for the 2030 World Cup and building what will become the largest football stadium in the world. But behind these impressive achievements lies a deeper, long-standing objective: the future of Western Sahara. This disputed territory has shaped Morocco's diplomacy for decades, and many analysts believe King Mohammed VI is now closer than ever to securing international recognition over it. On the Atlantic coast lies Dakhla, a city promoted as one of Morocco's premier holiday destinations. Even high-profile visitors like Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner have been welcomed here. Yet Dakhla sits in the middle of a global controversy. Morocco considers it fully part of its sovereign territory, while much of the world still views it as belonging to Western Sahara, a region Morocco controls almost entirely but whose legal status remains disputed. To understand the present, we look back to the past. Western Sahara was once a Spanish colony, inhabited by the Sahrawi people. In 1973, the Sahrawis created the Polisario Front to fight for independence. 2 years later, Morocco organized the Green March, sending hundreds of thousands of civilians across the border to assert its historical claim. After Spain withdrew, Morocco and Mauritania divided control of the territory. Mauritania later stepped back, leaving Morocco to fight a 16-year war against the Polisario, a group supported by Morocco's regional rival, Algeria. As the fighting continued, many Sahrawis fled to refugee camps in Tindouf, Algeria, where around 170,000 people still live today, and where the Polisario leadership remains. To strengthen its grip on the territory, Morocco built a massive defensive structure known as the Berm, a 2,700-kilometer sand wall fortified with mines and guarded by more than 100,000 soldiers. This barrier separates the Moroccan-controlled zone from the small strip held by the Polisario. For decades, the United Nations has called for a referendum on self-determination, but it has never taken place. The dispute isolated Morocco diplomatically, especially after the African Union recognized the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic. In response, Morocco withdrew from the O for many years. Under King Mohammed VI, securing Western Sahara became the country's #1 foreign policy priority. One of the tools used was economic influence. Morocco possesses most of the world's phosphate reserves, a vital ingredient for fertilizer. A massive conveyor belt transports phosphate from the Bokra mine in Western Sahara directly to the coast. Morocco used this resource to build partnerships across Africa, offering fertilizer, investment, and training to countries willing to support its position. This strategy eventually paid off, and in 2017 Morocco returned to the African Union with far greater influence. A major turning point came in 2020. The United States, under President Donald Trump, officially recognized Morocco's sovereignty over Western Sahara. In exchange, Morocco agreed to normalize diplomatic relations with Israel. While strategically valuable for the government, this decision faced criticism at home, especially during the ongoing conflict in Gaza. Still, the Moroccan leadership prioritized international recognition of Western Sahara over domestic backlash. The partnership with the United States and Israel also strengthened Morocco's military. Joint exercises like African Lion expanded in scale, and Morocco acquired advanced technologies, including Israeli-made kamikaze drones, as part of a growing competition with Algeria. Both countries now engage in a regional arms build-up shaped heavily by the Western Sahara conflict. On the ground, Morocco has pursued a strategy of demographic and economic consolidation. Many Moroccan citizens have moved to the territory, encouraged by government support. Human rights organizations report that Sahrawis who oppose Moroccan rule face repression. Meanwhile, Morocco is transforming Dakhla into a major Atlantic gateway for landlocked Sahel countries. Offering them access to the ocean strengthens Morocco's alliances and further solidifies recognition of the territory as Moroccan. The story's latest chapter unfolds in Europe. France, once hesitant, faced growing pressure as its influence in the Sahel declined. Morocco used economic leverage and political pressure to shift French policy. Eventually, President Emmanuel Macron formally recognized Morocco's sovereignty over Western Sahara. This recognition was followed by major economic agreements worth around €10 billion. With France, the United States, Spain, and even the United Nations leaning toward an autonomy plan rather than full independence, the path for the Polisario Front appears increasingly narrow. Morocco's decades-long gamble seems to be reaching its conclusion. The combination of diplomacy, economics, military partnerships, and strategic alliances has brought the kingdom closer than ever to securing international acceptance of its claim over Western Sahara. In the end, this long story shows a nation that has fought with strategy, patience, and vision. Morocco is not only a geopolitical player, it is a beautiful country blessed with rich resources, deep history, and courageous people who carry both pride and humility in their hearts. From its mountains to its coasts, from its traditions to its modern ambitions, Morocco shines as a land of opportunity and resilience. And as the country moves forward on this complex journey, we pray that Allah guides us, protects our nation, and blesses every step toward peace, unity, and prosperity.